Thanks for calling me young lady. Amy Fernandez.
Amy!
Okay, no, but Jaru, I just want to thank you. I've just been skimming through your book. Really like the fact that you're making life easier for all of us by giving us party menus and, bunching them together. So it just makes life easier for us. I haven't gone through your book completely, but I will. I know I'm going to enjoy it.
I just have to tell you a little bit before Amy gives the mic away. Amy Fernandez was my editor when she was editor of Femina, and I was consulting editor of Food several years ago. She has a great depth of knowledge about food and recipes. Currently, she's editor of Jade magazine, which is a fabulous plush lifestyle magazine. And she does a lot of other exciting things, which, Amy, you have to update me about. Okay, any other questions?
Anybody else behind?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, is anybody there? We have a...
Oh, gentleman finally asking a question.
Jahangir Patel, how long does it take to prepare a recipe book, and how do you decide what goes in, which recipes to select?
It takes me a long time to plan out the whole thing. And I'm not a very quick writer. I'm lazy, and I do it in bits and pieces, as and when I please. So it does take me quite a long time. But the planning, I really enjoy, and I take a lot of trouble over that.
Jahangir, when I met you last, you were editing the Parsiana, right? I even wrote for you. So what are you currently doing? Wow. This is an amazing, amazing magazine which Jahangir here edits, who he asks questions about. It's got an amazing spectrum of subjects. I still have to get my hands on it. But thank you for asking that. Anybody else? Oh, great. The plot is thickening.
You have written the book, but we want to prepare it your way. How about next time when you publish a book, a CD accompany? CD, DVD, CD.
Oh,
Harsha, are you listening?
So if you can include that, the CD can move on, the book will stay. Or you can have the CD and the book will accompany it, either way.
I really haven't thought about it.
Well, she hasn't thought about it.
Harsha has to think about it. Harsha, what do you think? It's a brilliant idea. Maybe have your name, please.
Mohan.
Mohan. Thank you, Mohan. That's great. That's a very good idea.
Because I have seen that when my wife listens and reads, and she prepares, if it is a DVD form, like she can really see that and reproduce as it is. But when you read it from a book, there is the gap that is getting created.
Actually, there are two ways of looking at what you're saying. Because if you're cooking and you're looking at the TV at the same time, it may not be as accurate to keep pausing and doing it. If you have a book handy next to you, it may be easier. But I know what you're saying is perfectly right and in order for a beginner who's beginning. Yeah, no, it's a great suggestion. Harsha, I'm sure, is noting it in his $1 million brain. Okay, one more question, Swella.
Sorry, this isn't actually a question so much as a comment. So I'm Dimple, I'm Jeru Auntie's neighbor. We grew up from across the hall. And I just wanted to say that even though I grew up in the presence of, brilliant chefs, my mom and Jeru Auntie across the hall, I have always approached the kitchen with complete trepidation, like a battlefield. I have my armor, and it's a chore that has to be finished off with so that I can get on with the rest of my life. And Jeru Auntie has always told me that it took her 12 years into her marriage to actually muster up the nerve to step into the kitchen and actually get cooking. And she told me, if I can do it, so can you. So I've officially crossed 12 years now. And I think I'm finally going to do this, yes, just for you. And I'm going to whip up something from your book and make you proud.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent. Big hand. Any other questions? So first, before we wind up, I have one or two quick things to say. First of all, I would request you to give a very big hand for yourselves. I've never seen such a punctual audience in my life. So let's just give a big hand for all of you. Thank you for taking time off in your busy schedules and coming here. Thank you. And of course, before I thank all our wonderful, gorgeous cookbook authors, Sabira Merchant and Jeru herself, I'd like to let you into a secret. Jeru is now planning her third book. Jeru, you want to tell us what this is about? Come on.
Actually, it's already been published, but it will be republished.
What's it
later.
called?
It's called Enjoyable Parsi Cooking.
So there we are. So enjoyable Parsi cooking coming up next. I was actually wanting to get her some flowers. I said, well, let me take some flowers for her, something. But I thought there's no point because, they'll just wither away and go. So I got her a really wacky thing. Jeru, are you listening? I wanted to get you flowers, but then I decided not to. So I decided to get you something really wacky. But you have to promise me you're going to wear it. What is this for? Cooking. Go for it.
How do I look?
Isn't it better than flowers? Khorshid, isn't it better than flowers? Yes. Rockstar.
In remembrance of a lovely friend.
Lovely. So thank you everybody. Thank you, Tinu. I know you're going to rush back. And ladies and gentlemen, we all have to attend the Concrete Blessings, where all the mentally challenged young adults have cooked up a gourmet bazaar. I've written about it in my column, which appears in the Bombay Times tomorrow. Yes, it's on tomorrow and day after. From what time in the morning? From 11 to 8. They have all kinds of things like Jain Szechuan sauce, which you can take away. There are lots of things you can eat there. They have amazing stuff. So tomorrow and day after, it's called Concrete Blessings, and those mentally challenged adults. Yeah, it's at Sophia College, Warden Road. And the mentally challenged adults, you just fall in love with them. And thank you, Asha, for taking time off from your busy schedule. And congratulations, I'm sure you'll win the award in Paris. And thank you, Harsha. You, of course, are the host, but I'm still thanking you. It's always a pleasure to meet him. And thank you, Jeru. Of course, you've been amazing. Sabira is amazing. She's in the middle of her play, which she hasn't told us, which she's busy rehearsing. She hasn't had time to even send me her bio. Oh, no, I'm too busy rehearsing. What's the play called?
It's called Death of a Salesman. We open in January. And I was telling you about the cake also, that whole sponge cake went to the Death of Salesman family as well. And they enjoyed the sponge cake as well. So it's been around already.
So here we are then. We've proved beyond doubt that we are all one family. Jeru, thank you ever so much for doing that. And may this 85-year young lady come up with a third bestseller. Big hand to that. Thank you.
And a very special thank you to Rashmi for moderating such a wonderful discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, for Rashmi Uday Singh. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Selva, you're amazing. And I love her name, Selva. And when we finish this talk, anybody wants to ask this 85-year young, I'm touching word in saying it, the secret of her youth. Let's just ask that before we wind up. Can you please tell us?
More than my book, you'll never forget my age. I said more than my book, I think you'll never forget my age. It's been mentioned so often.
Listen, hello. It's does everybody agree with me? It's amazing.
Exercise a lot.
So big.
Copies of Cooking for the Family by Jeru Mehta at the store. For those that would like to get your copies signed, you can get it billed first and do get it signed by Jeru herself.